minute to read over some of the comments that came through as I was giving that reading. But if you would like to get on the list for today, you will be the third person read for. All right, bear with me one moment. Hi there, Tempest. So good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. All right, let me read this. I've got you on the list, Linda. Absolutely. I mean, it says to me, it feels to me like you're experiencing something where if someone's not giving clarity, you know, like I need to stress, like your ability to ask questions, like ask those questions. If someone doesn't answer them, then you know, you've got your answer. Because it says to me like they're already, it feels like there's some nonsense here. And 810, your subscription's ending soon, and if you'd like to renew. They're saying even now, the past is helping you navigate the present. That's the thing. In the past, and I think if it wasn't for the past, you would be like, whatever. But they're saying to me that a little bit of this, like, they're saying even now, healthy energy will apologize for it. Healthy energy will apologize. Unhealthy energy will say, like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you as well for the well poo emoji. I am 100% I am, and I can't trust myself. You can trust yourself. You absolutely, like they're saying the whole lesson last time was that you can trust yourself. Like that, it's actually saying the opposite. It's not about not trusting yourself. They're saying trust yourself. They're saying that what happened was in the past, you doubted yourself. You know, you wanted to believe someone. You know, the only difference here is you're not operating in that space of what you desire to believe. You're building upon the context of what you see. That's what I mean about the past shining a flashlight on the present. Thags, happy to read for you on that. If you'd like to get on the list is open. I got an apology. I need to point out, an apology is not clarity, right? Like, yeah, you know, like you're hitting the nail on the head. An apology is not clarity. You don't need an apology. You need an explanation, right? An apology is like, sorry, I'm like that. Sorry, you're probably going to get more of it, right? An explanation is an explanation. Lay, thank you for those hearts. Blessings to you as well, Grace. Hi there, and happy to do highest priority messages from Spirit for you, Tempest. Can I do? Yes, Betty, absolutely. And you'll be read for I will be pulling those cards for you. I'm going to pull those two cards for Betty now, and then we're going to do the reading for Tempest. So can I get two cards for Betty, please? Highest priority messages from Spirit for Betty, please, in relationality to career and finance. Thank you for being the second highest gifter today. Be patient right now. Now is the time to be patient, but also to find efficiencies. Recognize what's not working. Put time right now in figuring out what's going to be more efficient, what's going to be a more efficient use of your time. What's going to be a more efficient use, like, of the work that you're doing. Because I see even now, like, your work right now, your highest commodity right now is time. Your time is precious. And if you feel like you do not have enough time right now, you need to raise what you're, like, how much your time is worth. Because I see even now, like, it feels to me like there's a lot to do, but there's not a lot to do it because there's so many demands on your time. So if that's occurring right now, you gotta lift it. And I know that that's hard, because I see even now, like, there's anxiety and relationality, like you may lose something in the process of that. But again, if there isn't enough time to get everything done, it's because your time you're not valuing your time enough. So just be mindful of that right now. Think about, like, I know it may feel a little counter oppositional to what you're presently experiencing, but they're saying, like, give it some thought, because even now, like, that says to me, you'll get your time back, because something that you're doing here is all about either recognizing efficiencies or stepping away from something in a way that what is giving you the most value for your time, you have more time to do it. Bottom of the deck on this reading right now. Yeah, especially with this, I can see like a lot of this is not wanting to disappoint others. You know, I see this even here, like not wanting to come into that modality of disappointing others right now or recognizing the hardship that others are going through. You're right. But so are you. Like I can see this, like you have to give yourself the same amount of compassion that you're giving to those around you. And again, they're saying that the energy that's healthy right now, if you need to step away from something because you need to put that concentration in something, I want to point out the energy that's on your side here, they're going to celebrate you for it. They're not going to take it personally. If someone takes it personally, it's probably because they were more in that space of recognizing or feeling that sense of like, you know, taking advantage of you, you know, like if someone gets volatile when you're like, I'm sorry, I have to do this. Like I can see the energy being like, no, I understand it. You're worth it. You know, like the energy being like, yeah, you're worth it. I get it. So just be mindful right now. Cause I feel like I see you making a lot of changes, stepping away from things, but also so that you can put your time to places that you feel that you're getting more of an impact. So don't get frustrated right now. Get focused, understand what those changes are. And it may require a little bit of belt tightening in the process, but recognize, like they're saying, like build that plan, understand how long it's going to take for you to do something. Cause I see you really wanting to do something that's going to pay off in a big way, but you got to give yourself a little time and space to do it. Thank you so much for having that reading with me, Betty. And if this message connected to you as well, it's very common for those who need these messages to be here to experience them. We are doing personal readings right now. If you would like to get on the list for today, you will be the third person read for. It is 3 cards for a donation of 27 or more, 4 cards for a donation of 21 or more for my subscribers, Binks in my Lio. Please keep in mind there are 2 things I do not read for on this app, pregnancy and medical. Happy to give insight on anything in a private reading, and you can book a private reading on my website, greystrega.com. My private readings are done over video, and if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off any of my services when you pay. Just mention your subscriber name at the point of payment. We are at 26K likes. We will be gifting a reading back to the collective when we reach 100K, so make sure that you're tapping that screen. Next person we're reading for right now is Tempest. I'm going to take a minute to read over some of the comments that came through as I was reading. All right. Got you. Highest priority messages from Spirit for Tempest, please. I'm wonderful. Thank you. Sending love and blessings to you and yours. Same, Tempest. What I would give for clarity, not apology, so many times. I mean, again, it's easy to apologize. Like, again, it's easy. It's easy to apologize. Apology is taking accountability. Apology isn't just saying sorry. Apology is a 2-step act. It's taking accountability for wrongs. That requires an explanation, right? And it is the addressing of what you will do to prevent that from happening again in the future. Just saying sorry is not an apology. That's just saying sorry. That's not an apology. Thank you as well, honey, for receiving these messages. And Simp, your subscription's ending soon if you'd like to renew. Allie, thank you for the follow. And Matt, your subscription's ending soon if you'd like to renew. All right, can I please get 4 cards for Tempest, please? 4 cards for Tempest. Highest priority messages from Spirit. Highest priority messages from Spirit. All right, got 5 cards coming out right now. Why do I keep getting some kind of grandpa energy around you? It's interesting. I feel like it's a little bit of this, like, I'm tired, grandpa, keep going kind of thing that's happening around something here. Like, you got, I know, I mean this in, like, there's so many pentacles here, man. This reading is all pentacles. Like, look at this. Like, this is, like, look at this. Keep going. Like, dig deeper. Like, what is this? I feel like there's somebody around you that's saying like, stop. But it's also saying like, stop, because it feels to me like you're hitting you're like, you know, like you're hitting, like you're moving. You're like, this is saying to me like, what, like someone's got their feelings hurt. Like, what is this? You know, like this is some silliness here. You know, I see. I mean, this happens sometimes. I mean, I feel like you're going through this right now. Like, I see a lot of things like shaping up for you right now. Like, things are don't let someone get you off path because they're emotional. Right? Don't you dare. Don't you, like, you got some strong energy on the spiritual side right now, saying, don't let someone twisting up your, like, it's convenient, right? Just as things were going, so it just it's kind of amazing, right? Kind of amazing. Just as you're like moving forward, things are being positive. I see new people coming here. What an amazing coincidence. What are the odds? This person is completely aware of where they find you right now. All right. And I want to point out the difference between someone that you have to energetically recover from versus someone seeing you moving forward in a healthy way, seeing that you're kind of like, not like that. You weren't supposed to be here. I was trying to hurt your feelings. I was trying to make you sad. This is not what I expected. This is not what you completely, you ruined it. I can see someone being like, you ruined it. You were supposed to chase after me, and then I was going to be all emotional. I had this whole speech prepared. I had like all set up, and you just had to spoil it because you just moved forward. This person's romantic, but like, that's not romantic. This is ridiculous. You got a energy around you that's like, you know what's romantic? Work. You know what's romantic? Consistency. You know what's romantic? Like you got some practical energy. I see some heavy earth sign energy around you right now, or you got an earth sign on the other side that likes the earth sign coming towards you, is what I'm seeing. I see them being like, now that right there. And then here's like, what's this? What's this boo-hoo? What's this? Like, I'm still sad, being like, yeah, you're always sad. What is this? Like, our emotions, I mean this with all the love in my heart. Our emotions are not others' responsibility. I know that's hard to hear, because again, an energy that's healing, like energy that's really on a healing journey. It's not that your emotions, okay? It's not that your emotions aren't valid, right? You have to experience the sense of saying, my emotions are completely valid and my emotions are my own. They are not another's responsibility. When you can recognize that those two things that sound paradoxical can exist in the same space, congratulations, you're on a healing journey, okay? The emotions, articulating and amplifying the sense that those emotions, while they may be valid, are not another's responsibility. Not projecting them onto someone, saying, look what you did. Look how you made me feel. This is your fault. Now I'm mad. None of this would have happened if you didn't make me mad. Like, working through that, you know, a healthy energy. A healthy partnership is not one that our emotions change what we feel. A healthy energy says, yeah, I'm mad at you, but I'm not going anywhere. You can be mad as a hatter. You can be furious, but you stick around, right? That's what love is. You can be like, you drive me nuts, but you stay. You just sit. You work through it, and I'm just telling you right now. You know, there's a lot of, I see a lot of things going well for you. Don't let someone coming in now with their emotions confound it. And I see even now, I can see, and you know what you're going to say? You're going to say to them, I'm sorry you feel that way. And I need to stress this. This is you. I feel like even now, this is you saying to someone, I want you to understand, I'm not moving forward in this way to elicit a reaction in you. I feel like someone has been watching you and they think that your path work is being done for their benefit. When we are not concentrating on our own path work, then we sit there and we feel like, oh, look what they're doing. They're just doing this to get, like, it's like, I don't, like, maybe they are, because it's like they're telling on themselves, right? Like, I feel like someone's trying to say, you're doing this to get under my skin. But what they're really saying is, I do things to get under yours. So when someone says to you, you're just doing this to get under my skin, what they're really saying is, that is the mindset that you find me in. That's how I see everything, because I do things to get under. I don't move with intentionality. I do things to get reactions out of someone. So don't like, keep energetic distance, set and affirm those boundaries if that's happening right now. Because I see even now, like, you and another individual are in very different places. And I keep seeing that something that's happening here where someone was like waiting. I think they were sitting there like, any minute now, any minute, this person's going to be crawling back. And they just realized that, like, I feel like they locked themselves out of your life. So, but also, on the bright side, all of these cards here are beautiful. I see something, like, really, like, this is some real stuff here. Like, this is real. You know, this is someone who's like, I'm showing, like, I hear them saying, I'm going to show you what, like, real consistency looks like. You know, like, I see someone being like, I'm raising the bar, bottom of the deck. Yeah, because that other energy wouldn't prioritize. And so I need to point this out. Energy that can't prioritize will suddenly put priority on what another person prioritizes. I need to say this again for you. There's a vast difference between someone choosing to prioritize us versus someone suddenly feeling that we have elevated, our value is elevated because someone else desires us. If that's the type of energy that you're finding, someone that only in the moment that they see another person valuing you, that they decide that you are someone of value, let that be the closure of that cycle. Because that's a different person, someone saying, I should have, and being like, yeah, you should have, but you didn't. And that ability here, like, don't let that shake your own sense of consistency. Because I see even now, this is a big year for you. A lot of stuff coming together. Don't let someone break your concentration. Thank you so much, Tempest, for having this reading with me. And if this message connected, and I can see someone having sour grapes about it and being like, this is not how it was supposed to go. Well, don't try to manipulate the future. Like, you know, thank you so much for having that reading with me, Tempest. And if this message connected to you as well, it's very common for those who need these messages to be here to experience them. We are doing personal readings right now. I can probably take only a couple more people on the list because the list is a little brief today. So if you'd like to get on the list is open, but I'm probably only going to take like maybe two more people. Next person on the list for today is Linda. Linda, if you're here, can you respond in all caps? Let me know if you'd like a general reading or if you have a specific question you'd like me to answer. And if anyone else would like to get on the list for today, you will be the fourth person read for. I'm going to take a minute to read over some of the comments that came through as I was giving that reading. Also, my friends, we are at 29K likes. When we reach 50K, I will be gifting a reading back to the collective. If you get on the list right now, you will be the fourth person read for. I'm going to take a minute to read over some of the comments that came through as I was giving that reading. All right. Hold on a minute. Matt, your subscription's ending soon if you'd like to renew. Thank you for confirmation. So spot on. You're so welcome, Betty. Thank you for having that reading with me. And thank you for being a subscriber. And thank you for those gifts during the collective. Alicia, thank you for the follow. Thank you as well, Honey and Tempest. That was specific. You know, we're specific here. I try to be. I set my boundaries. Now it offended so many people. Yeah, your boundaries are going to piss off a lot of people. Right? Like, your boundaries are going to upset a lot of people. Of course, you know, like that's what that happens. X came back, didn't step up to my standards. I'm walking away. I'm trying to move forward. Continue to do that work, Tempest. It's literally the same cycle he puts me through for years. And but Tempest, don't be hard on yourself. Like, I can see even now, like, I can see you're giving someone these second chances because you can see their higher self. You want them to rise to the occasion. But I see even now, like, the problem was, like, this feels like this is it. Like, this is like, I see an ancestor stepping in and being like, they're done. You know? Like, this is like, I see it even now, like someone being like, it's out of their hands. Like, I see them being like, no, I don't want them around. Like, it's literally, I see someone on the other side saying, I'm stepping in. Like, they're intervening. They're like, I'm tired of this, you know? And they're saying even now, like, don't, like, recognize what feels like it's cyclical versus what you need to walk away from right now. Because I see even now, like, the reason you keep giving this person chances, because I see even now, the minute you turn around from this person, just be ready. Because this new energetic connection is like, I feel like you're just going to, you're going to turn from this person and bump right into them. I kept holding on hope that he would, I can see it. I can see it. You know? Exactly. His perception of love is so, I feel like it's, there's a lot, listen, I can see, like, there's a lot of wounds there, you know, but you're not responsible for them, you know? Like, this is the thing, like, we heal because we're like, yeah, I'm not perfect, but I'm not going to take it out on you. Like, healthy energy, like, it's not like we've lived perfect lives. It's like we don't make our path work another person's responsibility, you know? That's exactly what I say. Do the work and maybe you'll get the love you want. Again, like, if they're going to victimize themselves continually, if everything is happening to them, nothing's happening for them, you know? Period. Thank you as well, honey. Feel, accept, and move on. Change the direction of your life. Beautifully said, honey. Mindset is key. Tap to claim. Your shirt, legend, was mentioned in a reading from another reading in January when I cut him up. There you go. Because again, like, I feel like I can see that. Someone being like, you said you would never abandon me, and I need to stress this. This is not an abandonment situation. Okay, I got to be clear on this. The guys are always clear on this. Abandonment is when something goes wrong, when the smallest thing goes wrong and someone disappears. That's abandonment. If you sit with someone over and over and over, and then only at the point that you're dragging yourself away because you literally can't take more, energy is not allowed to say you're abandoning me, and they often will. So recognizing the difference between the energy that says that they are being abandoned in the process of someone like dragging themselves away from someone at a point of like not being able to tolerate something versus someone when the slightest inconvenience, they dash away. Like, remember the difference. Sending you support on that journey, Tempest. Projecting is not safe. No, it's absolutely not. Projection, yes. You're just doing this because is always, yep, exactly. You're doing this because, just telling on themselves. Thank you, Ms. Millie. And thank you so much, Samantha, for those hearts. I was giving him soul love. Yeah. I don't think it was fake. Here's the thing. I think that when we do not work on healing, our love will not feel like love. I think that this person cares about you profoundly, but when we do not learn to heal, our love will not feel like love. For years, I've longed to love others. Now I'm loving myself fully. I still love others. I just love myself more. And again, when we say I love myself more, who shows up? More shows up. Like, we say more, but it's more that sense of saying it's that moment that we do that, we bring in the opportunity of someone that can match us in that modality, right? It's not more, it's enough. It's saying I love myself enough. I love myself to the extent that I'm willing to love another person. It's not saying I want to love you more. It's not the ability of saying I'm going to love myself more than I love you. It's the sense of saying I have to give myself the same love that I'm going to give you, right? And that moment that we say that we matter, then our partner matters. He hates when I say you should have. Again, and I see even now, like they feel very much in that state of correctiveness, and I think that, again, one of the things you can work on is instead of saying you should have, right? Because it doesn't require you to be a mind reader, saying, I would have preferred. This is what I would have preferred. Or, and I can see even now, like, again, if they're moving in ways that doesn't make sense, be like, this would have made more sense, right? So it doesn't feel so prescriptive of saying, like, there were options. And you chose one that seems oppositional to helping build a healthy connection. I'm right there with you. I'm so over. Sending you guys, thank you guys supporting each other in the live. All right, and thank you for that heart, Linda. Happy to do highest priority for you, dear. And thank you, honey. Some people are examples of what you don't want to be or around. I mean, and again, you know, we have to recognize everybody is where they are, right? It's like, I promise you, I guarantee you, nobody wakes up and goes, I'm going to spend my day making everyone around me miserable. Usually that's a lot of that work in terms of recognizing that the reason we heal is because we care about others, right? And it's hard. So, I mean, you know, like working in that framework of saying like that is someone that needs to learn how to care about themselves more. I guarantee you when they start care about themselves, they're going to start coming back and realizing like some of those missteps. But they have to start loving themselves, you know? Like I see someone that's saying, I hate myself, right? And so it's like, that's a lot of that energy. It's like punishes others for loving them because they hate themselves. Once you tell someone something once, they should listen and respect that. I mean, again, we can be patient with one another. If someone doesn't understand, but recognizing and absorbing, like being able to facilitate upon that work is important. Love equally. You have to love yourself to be able to understand how to give love precisely, honey. Tap to claim. Thank you for being you. And as well, Hardy. All right, we're doing Linda right now. So we're going to do Linda. And thank you, Linda. I believe you're a subscriber. Let me just confirm. Hold on a minute. And if anybody wants to get on the list for today, the list is open. The list is very short for today, so I'm only taking a couple more people on the list. If you get on the list right now, you'll be the fourth person read for. We're also at 30K likes. When we reach 50K, I will be gifting a reading back to the collective, so make sure that you're tapping that screen. All right, reading now for Linda. Where did it go? All right. Highest priority messages from